Rome. Rome's Semiconductor are also a board member of Wi-San Alliance, and I think Sata-san will explain a little bit about some of the offerings at the device.
My name is Terumi Sata. I'm in charge of the product planning of wireless module in Rome. Today, I'm going to introduce Wi-San solution from Rome. This is today's agenda. First, what's Rome? Second, IoT HEMS market trend in Japan. Third, introduction of Rome Wi-San solutions. And last, summary. First of all, let me introduce about company Rome. Our company mission is quality is our top priority at all times. Established in 1958. Employee is about 20,000 people. Currently, our sales revenue is close to 3.3 billion US dollars. Close to half of our sales revenues covered by IC, followed by discrete semiconductors covers 36%, and module product covers 10%, and rest is 7%. Oh, this slide is skip. Skip. Next, let me introduce IoT HEMS market trend in Japan. The most important turning point of IoT HEMS market in Japan is that smart meters are now drastically increasing. In Japan, it has started to introduce digital power meter with communication functions such as electric meter, smart meter for stable power supply purpose. All power companies in Japan decided to use Wi-San standards for the smart meter communication protocol. Please look at the graph at the right-hand side. This graph is from Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry of Japan. According to their prediction, 10 million of smart meters will be installed in 2016. In addition, they plan to install total 80 million of smart meters by 2024. Therefore, all over Japan will be covered by 80 million of Wi-San communication networks due to smart meter installation. By using this wide network, Wi-San is expected to be used not only for smart meter, but also for other applications. Next topic is power retail liberalization. In Japan, power retail liberalization will be started from this coming April. So, it is expected that new fuels market will be there soon in Japan. At this slide, let me introduce the latest service after starting power retail liberalization. These images are quoted from the certain magazine article. It was grouped into 4 groups based on power company. From this image, we can easily predict that the market will be booming. Communication company, gas company, internet shopping company, others. Again, due to power retail liberalization, new big market is just around the corner. whereas these used to be only power visualization for HEMS service in Japan. At the next slide, I would like to introduce some new service which is expected in the newborn market. Let me introduce service example here. This example was introduced by the Japanese Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry. Various services are introduced there here, such as local small corporation service, efficient delivery service by presence-absence analysis, monitoring senior service, regional energy management service, house security service, equipment machine service. There will be various new services depending on ideas. Various areas of companies are seeking those new business. Let me next explain detail about communication mode of HEMS in Japan. This picture shows a communication line of HEMS simply. We call route A between the utility company and the smart meter. We call route B between the smart meter and the HEMS gateway. And we call HAN about home area network. So there are 3 communication lines. It was determined that route B communication with Wi-San in Japan. That's why now Wi-San received a lot of attention. In addition to this, recently Wi-San Alliance released the standard of HAN. Hence, Wi-San is expected to penetrate HAN in the future as well. Next is introduction of ROM Wi-San solution. As seen here, ROM has broad lineup of wireless solution. Today, I would like to introduce ROM Wi-San solution. As this slide, I would like to talk about the future of ROM Wi-San. First feature is long-distance communication capability. ROM Wi-San module reaches 500 meters far. Second, it has good diffraction performance. Third, it was low power consumption. Fourth, it has international standard. These features are extremely suitable to IoT HEMS. Let me show you the solution of ROM Wi-San. First, at the top, we have USB dongle type, built-in antenna type, surface mounting type, and LSI. You can choose the best one from here. Let me introduce here firmware lineup. ROM have 3 types of Wi-San firmware. I explain for what kind of station each firmware can be used at the next slide. Route B stack can be used for smart meter and HEMS controller. Dual stack can be used for HEMS controller at hand side. Node stack can be used for node at hand side. As shown at this slide, Wi-San module from ROM can be used for any application connected to smart meter. I show you BP35A1 application example. There is a big HEMS project by Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry in Japan. This makes 14,000 households in the various areas of Japan and is a demonstration experiment of performance HEMS. Here, ROM has about 75% share for this YSAN for Root B communication. From this, ROM YSAN is certainly leading the market. Next, as I mentioned now, many YSAN gateways are already many YSAN gateways are released already in Japan. In order to support customers' development, ROM is providing an evaluation board. Next, I would like to introduce our technical support. ROM has YSAN support page. A lot of information which is needed for development are available. If you are interested in our product, please take a look at the page. Lastly, let me summarize today's presentation. Today, I talked about 3 points. First one is, what is ROM? The answer is ROM is semiconductor company. Second, IoT HEMS market trend in Japan. Key points are smart meter, power retail liberalization, and new service. Third, introduction of ROM YSAN solution. I introduced ROM's LSI and module lineups. ROM provides wireless LSI and module to realize IoT and HEMS system. Let's realize smart and convenient life. Okay, thank you for listening to my presentation.